we take a look at the results. K-Tematic, VTech Panda, Fraser, Karim, Silver Arrow 27, Lazo, Neuro, Skytube, Dog, and Timolele rounds out the top 10. And Penachero just outside of it.
Let's focus now for the rest of the race.
But yes, we have then Singapore Grand Prix on the way. It is all go, lap one here, and we have the closest battle on track at the moment is Lazo just behind VTech Panda, only a 10th back on those softer grade of tyres. So it's in this early stage, he really needs to be able to take advantage of those tyres and make the moves on those harder compound runners. And as he does so, up the inside, and he's been spun round. It was a door which frankly was always going to close, and around he goes, and that's going to be a trip possibly to the pit lane if he suffered any damage there, though I didn't see any bits of front wing flying off, so he might have avoided that one. But now it's back down to the bottom of the field for Lazo. Okay, clear. Push now. We're boxing this lap. Complete, go now.
to pit this lap, so push now.
Division 2 drivers, and with the scoring being separate as well, you kind of are looking at cars around you to see if they are on your division or if they're the other division. But even within your division, you know who the quick drivers are. You know.
Oh,
who
I'm
to
sorry.
fight
I've got to just come across you there. We've had a coming together down the field. SkyTube and Timalele have had some sort of scuffle. I just cut to them as their cars were ghosting. Timalele has lost part of his front wing, a fairly significant chunk of his front wing, in fact. It seems as though. Oh, and he's gone straight into the wall.
on.
Straight into the wall, and this time it wasn't lag on my part. So yes, straight into the wall for Timalele, and he's out of this session. Safety car has been called, according to the information in my ear. And yeah, Timalele has lost that front left wheel, that front left corner there, as he's gone straight on into the wall, just outbraked himself with that lack of downforce. And SkyTube into the pits then, taking advantage of being in the third sector when that happened, to now dive onto a new set of tyres, and we'll see what they are in just a moment. And they are a set of intermediates. So here we go. We've now got the people taking a chance on the intermediates, and unlike when you're running at race speeds, the other drivers won't really be able to check here and see whether or not there is a pace advantage that means the intermediates are worth going on to. So this is a total gamble.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled. Okay, clear. Virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Oh, and Karim is out of the session. He has, and that's a virtual safety car. So the race is now neutralized. I'm just going to go on board with SkyTube, who's coming up to where Karim seems to be stopped on the track map, and we'll just see whether or not he's perhaps overstepped. Ah, yes, he does. He seems to have just overstepped the corner and spun round. Now, maybe I didn't see any terminal damage, and because he's now gone out of the race, I'm unable to select him. So we can't really check that properly, but does happen as SkyTube gets past VTech Panda, who goes into the pits, presumably for a set of soft tires. So he isn't liking the feeling he's getting on those intermediates and has decided to go in and take advantage. And we'll only drop down to 6th position in fairness, so we'll only lose 1 place, and we'll get some nice fresh tires for the rest of the Grand Prix.
This is your final lap of the race.
SkyTube now is only 3 tenths behind Penichira. He's been able to get by the Renault driver really easily, actually, with those new soft tyres, and now right on the back of his teammate. So Dog is going to lose out on this podium here to his teammate, who goes right round the outside. An amazing spectacle here in the last couple of laps of the Grand Prix, as we now see Dog trying to defend from Penichiro as well. I feel like I'm talking to Marlon at the moment. Fraser is also tucked up right behind Neuro, as those cars are still battling out. They've still got another lap to circulate around the circuit. This occasion, but now up the inside. Oh, he thinks better of it as the fireworks go out. Silver Arrow takes the win at the Singapore Grand Prix. K-Somatic comes in second place as SkyTube then comes around, as Penichiro has been able to make his way past Dog, and so has VTech Panda. Oh, Dog has had an awful last couple of corners, and now Penichiro holds on for position 4, or will he? No, VTech apart on him as well. It's all happening in this final lap of the Singapore Grand Prix. Different tyres, different strategies, and VTech Panda comes across the line. P4, Penichiro P5. Dog is round. Dog is round at the final corner, but he will probably hold on unless he takes a very long time to get across the line ahead of Neuro for position 6. And now it's just the battle between these two guys. Will there be a dive bomb crazy move from Fraser as they go through the final few corners? I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. There's 6 tenths the gap, 7 tenths now as they round the final few corners. I haven't taken a breath in a very long time, and this is the end of the race coming up now, and I'm looking forward to it in a way, but also I'm very sad because the racing is very soon to be over. It's been a very exciting one then, but as they round the final couple of corners, that is P7 and P8 decided, and there we go. That is the end of the race. Tom, what do you reckon?
Well, yeah, you've got to give it to Silver Arrow 27, but personally, I really enjoyed watching SkyTube make his way through the field. When they pulled on those soft tyres, 12 seconds a lap over the inters. That is why he was able to make up a near 30-40 second gap afterwards. So I thought he did a really good job doing that and making the right strategy call and keeping it in a straight line. Unfortunately, for Karim, that wasn't the case for him, but he also would have been in line potentially for a race win had he not done that, because he was the first onto the tyre. But for me, yeah, SkyTube and Silver Arrow 27 did brilliantly.
I think I would have to just parrot the pair of you and agree with you on both counts. I think that's the only fair way of deciding this. So 2 drivers of the day then. We have Silver Arrow, your race winner, and also SkyTube for the fantastic stints that he put in there then.